This did take some knock.
All right, Krish, unfortunately, we'll have to leave it at that. We need to go across to Mr. Vijay Thadani, the Vice Chairman and MD of NIIT Limited, and he joins us to talk about the quarter gone by. Afternoon, Mr. Thadani, and congratulations on another good quarter. Yes, it's been about a 7% revenue growth that you've enjoyed this time around. Could you walk us through the outlook on the revenues that you have for FY17? Considering the improving trajectory, should we now expect a double-digit revenue growth from the company in FY17?
Yeah, so I think the important thing is that we crossed the 1,000 crore mark and met on our projections for both the corporate learning group as well as the skills and careers group. And the transformation journey has been satisfying for the team. And going forward, we believe that the corporate learning group will continue to grow at the pace at which it is growing. As you know, it has added a solid order book, and with the new contracts that they added this quarter, as well as the skills and careers group, now that it has turned the corner, it will begin to pick up momentum. And that's what is going to determine, I think, the next year. So definitely we would do better than what we did this year.
All right, Mr. Thadani, if you could break some numbers up for us, if you could give us what the EBIT performance in your skills business was. At the same time, you had guided for a 17% growth in your corporate learning group, which has come in at around 18%. So what is the revenue guidance for both these segments in the year in the coming by year?
Yeah. So first of all, in the corporate learning group, our revenue guidance was 15%. We managed to do better than that, which is 18%, which is good. And I think for the year, the guidance was 15%, and again, we exceeded that by 1 percentage point. The EBITDA was rock solid at 12%, and that's what we have been delivering in the past. We added 4 new MTS customers. We had a very good order book of $26 million this quarter, and we are closing the year with a stronger order book than before. And I think both these are pointers to the fact that CLG or the corporate learning group is well on its track to continue to remain at 15% and 12% even in the coming year. The skills and careers group, as you would have seen, has turned the corner. And I think what is important is that now that we are back in black and back to growth, important thing is how we have launched the new curriculum. And I think 3 very exciting announcements from them. One is the stack route, which is really to create the digital product creators of the next wave. And then the digital developers, which is the DigiNext curriculum, which we just launched in April. And finally, NIIT.TV, which is to engage the masses into the whole transformation journey of the nation towards a digital India. All these things are very, very strong positives, and we believe that these will contribute to the momentum going forward.
What was the operational performance of the skills and careers group, Mr. Thadani?
Overall, the skills and careers group had a positive growth of 1%. And had an EBITDA of 2%. Now, this is 1 and 2 appear very small numbers in comparison to the fact that last few years it had been declining. So I think it's been a turnaround year for the business right now.
Could you give us what the projections are for FY17? Will you only, you said that it was a 15% growth rate that you targeted in FY16 in the corporate side. You've exceeded that. What are your projections for FY17?
Well, we would maintain our 15% growth rate because there is also volatility in foreign exchange which needs to be considered. But I think on the pure merits of it, we do believe that at the current exchange rates at which we exited during the year, it should be possible for us to do 15%. We have a very strong order book, and we have a very strong funnel as well.
All right, that's the corporate business. But in the skills, Mr. Thadani, if I remember, your guidance was to stay EBIT positive or break even on the EBIT front in FY16. FY17, what's your target in the skills business?
Yeah, so as you know that in this business, we wanted to show that we are back in black, which is a positive growth, and we are back in, back to growth and back in black, which is a positive EBITDA, and we achieved both. So going forward, as we gain momentum, we do see that we would achieve a higher rate of growth as we go forward with the DigiNext curriculum. And obviously, given the fact that there is an operating leverage benefit, we should get an improvement in EBITDA margins also substantially.
Okay, Mr. Thadani, we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining in, and all the best for the coming quarters. On that note, we'll slip into a very short break, but more on the markets when we return. Stay tuned.